Well, hello again, everyone. It's Nick Michalak and the fabulous Steve Frazier.
Oh, bonjour.
And welcome to our commentary for the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. We are going to be doing the killer cut, the extended version of the film. So make sure you got that kind of sorted out with your whole thing. And get your subtitles turned on. We'll give you a countdown to sync up for the film. So enjoy yourself. And in 3, 2, 1, play.
Okie dokie, back again. And I think we're going to be out of Jason films here, aren't we?
There's none left after this.
That's it. This is kind of end of an era here.
End of the era. Until someone
Reboots it again.
Well, figure out where these goddamn rights are going to land between Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham and everything, and who knows how long that's going to take.
There's another interesting. That could be a documentary in and of itself.
Yeah,
about the fight for the intellectual property.
Yeah.
Platinum Dunes.
Yeah, Michael Bay. Has grubby hands into everything.
Well, he likes a paycheck, same as me.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
And
we bring ourselves back to almost 11 years ago. Oh, yeah, almost 11 years ago.
About 10 years. Yeah, I'm close to it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're approaching 11. Yeah.
New Line wanted to do a remake, but technically Paramount still owns the right. They own the rights to the first 8 films, so if you want to remake the original film, you need to have them involved. So it took a while to get all that stuff figured out, so there's a co-production between the two of them.
So this is June 13th, 1980, which is 3 days after I was born. And this is supposed to be Alice and Pamela Voorhees.
Yeah. And that's Jason in the bushes.
Yeah. Derek Mears is cool guy.
Oh, yeah. I met him a couple of years ago, and he's really cool.
I've seen the first movie 24 times. This is not how it went down, by the way.
No. And, again, legal stuff. Victor Miller had problems because if this was going to be a remake, he gets paid. He gets paid more money because it's his original script, but they were trying to they won a court case. The studio and the producers won a court case that this would be that they were trying to make a sequel, so they could pay him less money, despite the fact that they later went on and promoted it as a remake. So he took them to court. He lost the case, and then they went off and promoted it as a remake anyway, despite the fact that they argued in court this would be a sequel and they wouldn't have to pay Miller as much money.
Wow.
This guy, you can see why he's a little insistent on this case.
Yeah, no kidding. So, here we are to believe. Now, he wasn't a little kid in 1980. He drowned in 57.
Well, from the continuity of the franchise, but if they're pushing it to be a remake, then the continuity doesn't fucking matter.
Okay, so we're starting fresh.
Yes.
And in this timeline, the little boy was not that old and saw...
Right.
Okay, saw the whole thing. Okay. Because obviously, I'm sure that there was some sort of, part of the litigation included the fact that it can't be a remake because we're going to have Jason in it, and the first one did not.
I'd almost imagine, I don't know how court case is going to work, but I imagine from my perspective, you'd present Miller's script from the original, and this is the script we're making for this film.
Do they look alike?
Yeah. That would be my.
It's apples and pomegranates.
That's the evidence. That's basically all the evidence there is. One script, the other script. Does the other script match enough for the original script to say, yeah, this is basically the
confusingly
same thing?
Similar
Yeah.
is the trademark name, yeah.
I don't know. Because obviously, I mean, yeah, so the elements that are part of the very first Friday film are covered in that opening sequence, sure. But then you could have the same...
But they changed it enough by saying that, she was younger and
here
had
and there.
a kid.
But still, I mean, they
even used the same date, yeah.
The same date. And as we go along, you'll be able to see things that things that are borrowed from like part 2 and part 3 and part 4. So it's like, okay, well, then shouldn't all the screenwriters from the first 4 films all follow suit saying you're basically all remaking our films in this one film? You could have that case. Not saying you're going to win it.
A note: this lake does not lead to the Atlantic Ocean. You cannot sail a cruise ship on this lake. We got Fritos, Pabst Blue Ribbon, you can't say retarded.
No.
Well, you can. People just don't like it.
And of course, now this guy is giving exposition of the sequence we just saw 2 minutes ago.
Yep.
You just showed this to us. Why are you having a character here? Yes.
Right. He came back?
How does he know? How would you know?
At no point to any of these other people, oh, a friend of mine. The Jason guy was a kid that you just said.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come back because... Unless you mean he came back and found the dead body. That's a good point. I like that. So this is part of that kind of dialogue there, this smart dialogue. I like that.
Okay.
That gets me going.
Okay.
You know, when somebody actually challenges like that. Because that's me, right? You know how many people are... We have a Crystal Lake 30 minutes from us as we sit right here. I just want to know, how old is his friend who camped around here?
Yeah.
And, was it 30, 20, however many years ago? 29 at this point? No.
At the time this film made, would have been 19 years from 1980.
Years. Is that Adrian however you say his name? Grenier?
Well, I don't know. I don't recognize him at all.
Yeah, do it. Let's put it on film. Let's watch it. Yeah, it's, whenever there is that fine line between how much do we try to tie in as a wink and a nod, yada yada, etc., etc.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. This is a great sequence. So, is the weed that they're going after their weed or just some weed that they discovered?
I'm guessing some weed. I don't know. I don't know how he knows about it.
At no point does this guy turn around.
Pay enough attention to what his guy's doing here.
Oh dear. Okay. Meanwhile, we got dorky old. Oh, here's my guys, Night Ranger. Yeah, sing it. Night Ranger is in my top 5 favorite bands of all time.
Oh, okay.
I've seen them, I don't know, 35 or 40 times, like legitimately. They don't know my name, unlike some other rock bands.
Yeah.
However, they do, like the lead guitar player, Brad Gillis, who played with Ozzy for a little while.
Okay.
He knows who I am and always takes a lot of extra time after the show to hang out with me. Hey, you're pissing on that weed that you were looking for. By the way.
And again, he walked 40 yards into the woods.
It was supposed to be a half mile. Oh, all right, you said walk. You got right. Well, he's letting everybody fuck.
Well,
it's fine. Yep, I don't understand it. So it's not that leafy part, right? It's that shit there on the left, the big...
I wouldn't have any clue.
You don't know? Okay, I don't know either. Somebody tell us about weed. How does weed work? It's that part, right? The big chunky part? That's the good stuff? Not that... What the fuck? Oh, see? Look at that. I'm a Nostradamus. I wrote the script, apparently.
You're having psychic visions right now.
Yeah. Woo!
If you're having psychic visions, you should be mute.
Oh, right. Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Someone dig up a grave.
I'll just be scribbling with my red crayon. If anyone wants a good time, dial up Halloween 5 in the archives now. This, I'm pretty sure this is the 60th commentary that you and I have done together. Both, including the ones with Trent, at least the ones I've been a part of. 60. Halloween 5 is my number 1. It's my number 1 favorite. That's the best time I've ever had. It's also one of the only times you completely lost your shit.
Fucking shit.
Okay, it's been 19 years. Somebody owns this land, this property.
Should, yeah.
Calumet baking powder, because, you know, if it was Jason here, he was apparently baking bread. Yeah, it's 19 years old. At least. It was another century.
Technically, yes.
Okay. I mean, I guess they're building ambiance here.
Yeah.
Creating tension that, you know, the Jason character is going to jump out of wherever. I mean, this looks like it's perfectly good a place as any to, you know, get naked. Don't tell me that that's the same locket. Of course it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
It's always a sister, isn't it?
I think it's supposed to be. She looks like Mrs. Voorhees, like his mother.
Right. Meaning that she could be the daughter, and Jason would be her brother. No? Oh, here's a bed. Let's fuck. Oh, it even says Jason on the headboard. How cute.
Well, see, this is how you know it's not the same continuity, because this looks nothing like the fucking house Jason Goes to Hell.
That's true.
The overblown fucking house. There we go.
Nobody's well, I don't know. Somebody's watching me. No? Okay. That's funny. Where are they? Are they in a tent? Because if they're in a tent...
That's some strong moonlight out there. Green shadows.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to see. Like, this is what you're... Why would she cover herself? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he was watching through a window.
Yeah.
Also, again, more really unnatural sex movements here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not very often that they get that part right.
Yeah.
Go get him. There. That's what I was just gonna say. You can't go out there with a hard on. And he put all of his clothes on?
Yep. Aside from his shirt. Didn't button his shirt.
I mean, couldn't he have just put on underwear or wrapped a sleeping bag around himself or I don't know what?
Yeah, this goes towards my contentions. Like, just going out in the woods and having sex in a tent just doesn't... It's not an attractive idea to me.
Well, it's attractive to me. I just... I don't know about, in a group setting.
Well,
like
right.
this.
Well, just the fact that, like, okay, you can go out there and it's like, anyone... Start hearing creaks and cracks out there and you start thinking people are coming up and watching you or stalking you. It's like...
Yeah, it's a mood killer.
It's not romantic.
Yeah, it's a mood killer, right.
It's...
But I'm okay. If, it's, let's say that, we're each half of a couple, me plus one, you plus one, we all go group camping. Like, I feel like neither one of us, and none of the four of us, are going to want to engage in that particular activity whilst the other couple is sleeping next door.
Exactly. It's too awkward.
It's too awkward. Holy cow. And I do like, I like that he's wearing
the sack head.
The sack head, yep.
I like it's a little bit more kind of a bandage around the thing instead of being too much like the part 2 version.
Right, yep, it's similar but different. Right. Also, why... Do you think that Jason... Oh, my.
No.
Oh, doggy. Okay, so this already has more ambiance and terror than Freddy vs. Jason.
God.
You know what I mean?
It feels like a horror film.
Yeah.
It feels like a film you can take seriously. I mean,
oh, my God. Anyway, do you think... and this is me, maybe this is me nitpicking, I don't know. Do you think that Jason would be self-conscious enough to want to wrap his head? Like, what social cues would have told him that his appearance was unappealing? You know what I mean?
I mean, because when we see him in the opening sequence, he's not like that.
Correct.
As a kid. So it's something he would be doing after that instead of something they did because of the teasing and all that type of stuff he would have had leading to the supposed drowning.
Right. Well, right.
Because in my mind, if he had done that
as a kid
because of that or something wrong, if that was a direct reaction after the fact, that would make sense.
What if they had a scene where kids were teasing him and then he just kind of put a towel over his face or something to hide?
Yeah, something.
That would make more sense to me. But, at no point... Oh, Jesus. Okay. So this... All right. It's got a... Okay. I feel like it's got ambiance. It's got something. Yeah. It might not be perfect. It's a fresh take. But so what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with a remake. And I was okay with this then. Because the stuff that we had seen in the previous 11 films had really grown tired and worn and ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I get it. You want to start fresh. You want to do whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. You have my interest. At this point, we've already remade every other fucking movie.
Yeah. As we covered in our Scream 4 commentary.
Yep. Some of them terrific. Some of them god-awful. So maybe this is a victim of bad timing. Because this movie gets a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Shade, as the kids say.
Yes.
And, maybe it's because, we could list off 15 movies right now that had been remade between Chainsaw 03 and this one 09.
Right.
I mean, probably 15, legit.
Yeah.
If we were to rattle them.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
But do you think maybe there was remake fatigue?
It's a knee-jerk reaction. It's like...
Another remake.
And also, I mean, they were... Not the worst of the bunch had come yet, but the Platinum Dunes kind of moniker got people a little... chafed their hides a tad bit.
Well, they started doing sequels to those remakes that ended up being terrible.
Yeah. And Texas Chainsaw prequel sucked. A lot of people didn't care for the Amityville thing, and then probably did a few other little things. I don't know. I lost track after a while.
There were many that were not good.
And plus...
And Platinum Dunes had their hand in a lot of them.
And plus, Michael Bay comes with a certain stigma for a lot of people. So just the fact that Michael Bay, Friday the 13th, people are just going to don't even want to have anything to do with it.
I feel like it was just dismissed as another remake. And this bear trap is like...
out of fucking control.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely certain how she died. I mean, yeah, she was hung upside down in the bag where the thing burning, but how did she die?
I would assume that from the burning.
Well, I'm like, Kane Hodder sustained worse burns than that, and he lived. So,
well, in real life.
In real life,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I have real life examples of someone who was burned worse than what she got there. She didn't die of smoke inhalation, so it's... I don't know if the execution of it's not as good as it could be.
And what's also great about this, for a cold open, all four of them bit the dust there.
Okay.
And
the last one is left up to conjecture. You think so?
That one, the last very one. Okay. And that was the one that is the sister of this person, right? Isn't there some sort of...
Jared Padalecki's character.
Okay. Oh, later on. Okay.
Well, he's inside the grocery store here.
I thought that he was included in this scene here, yeah.
He'll be here in just 2 minutes. But he's not part of this group.
I see. Okay. I do like the stereotypes.
A little bit. I mean,
his shirt says "Fuck Christmas." Hilarious.
There he is. So obviously he was already on Supernatural at the time, so him and Jensen Ackles both went off in their hiatus and made horror films.
Which one was Jensen in?
My Bloody Valentine remake.
Okay. Oh, God.
Which was released like a month before this.
Ugh. Okay. So, I really like that the 4 people in the cold open are just dead, and that isn't your group that you're following around. Like,
in a way.
That leads to... That's one of those... Because of this happens.
I do feel like maybe this, at least maybe, I don't know if it's different than the theatrical cut, but I feel like maybe it's a little long.
Okay. A little bit. Well, it could have... It's kind of a swerve, though, right?
Yeah, swerve, definitely. I just feel like knowing that it's getting to a certain point, it feels like it could be... It just takes a little too much time in some places for me. Not egregiously or anything. I just felt like, yeah. Just in practice, usually you think like a cold open should have a certain length.
Succinctness.
That was 25 minutes into the movie.
Oh, wow, I guess it was.
Yeah.
There's a Michael Bay shot if there ever was one.
Yeah.
And we did set up that guy as, not this guy, but the other guy, the blonde, as being just an asshole.
Yeah, he's a dick.
And he's only been on screen for 5 minutes.
Not even.
So, that's good writing. I mean...
It's succinct and straight to the point, yeah.
No furry jacket on this guy. Why would he pull this guy over to give him exposition and harass him? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a little bit on that. I mean, I get to the point that the cop is getting at, that he says, like, I put 2 10-year veterans on this case. We did 13 interviews, stuff, or whatever the case is, a dozen interviews or something like that. We've researched this thoroughly. He almost takes it as a bit of a slight that Clay's character here pretty much thinks that the cops aren't doing their job well. So he's kind of taking it in the wrong direction.
yeah, I guess it's a you don't trust that we're doing our job
Yeah.
kind of argument.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why would he care? You know, is anything that Padalecki doing really hurting anybody?
No. So yeah, it just,
I mean, that was all for exposition.
Yeah, that is. New Jersey. Or this was actually shot in Texas.
Oh, well.
And in certain places it feels very much like it's Texas.
Yeah.
Like they show cornfields. I don't know how many cornfields are in New Jersey.
I didn't know how many cornfields were in Texas. I mean, I guess the up northern part, yeah. Oh, I love Green Day.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorites. Night Ranger, Green Day, same movie. All right, here we go.
Yeah. I don't know. They set up the black guy as almost like. Sounds like every question someone asks him has got to be something about race, and then he just turns it back around and saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm." Because you think I'm black, you think I'm doing rap. Why can't I listen to Green Day? It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing rap.
Right. So why even make the point?
Right. Why are you just doing this just to stick it to someone for no stupid reason?
What a dick. Except, I like that the subtitle said speaks in Spanish, even though mi casa es su casa is one of the most common phrases, and 99 out of 100 people know that means my home is your home.
Yes.
Which he probably didn't have to say, since the sentence before that was make yourself at home.
Yes. Redundant dialogue. Yeah, I don't think that they have that in New Jersey.
That doesn't look like Jersey to me. Also,
yes.
Did or did not Mr. Fuck Christmas pump his own gas?
Yeah.
That's illegal in New Jersey.
Okay. What, they only have full serve?
Yes. It's illegal to pump your own gas in New Jersey.
Okay.
Not New Jersey.
Not New Jersey.
Either Oregon or Washington also has that rule up north. But New Jersey, yeah, it's full service only. Don't ask me why. The one time I drove through, I was like, I got it. And the guy's like, no, you can't. I was like, all right, that's weird, but okay. This lady is great cast. Great casting. I mean, look at her. Oh, God. Don't you know every single thing that there is to know about this woman based on her house and her face?
It's like she ain't got no visitors here.
Oh, see now.
Nah.
Okay. So I guess this is implication that the townsfolk are aware that somebody's like living in the woods and potentially murdering people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can see how they're kind of potentially playing it off as a continuation of the continuity, because like, okay, they don't mention or show any evidence that Jason's been active doing anything in the past 19 years, but they have little implications like that. It's like there is an established history of some sort. Just, here and there.
Yeah, a little hither and yon.
A little fuzzy concept there.
This guy is the biggest.
He's an
dick.
anal prick.
He's a dick bag. A whole bag of dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, she's saying an honest question like, okay, if you know these guys are going to go ahead and start wrecking shop in your place that you don't only want fucking dicking around with, why'd you bring them here in the first place?
Right. I can't leave them here alone. All right. I mean, at least, I guess all of the Platinum Dunes kind of have the same feel and tone to them.
Yeah, and this is the same guy who did the Chainsaw remake in 03.
It
Marcus
looks
Nispel.
It looks exactly the same.
And the same DP, Daniel Pearl, who also shot the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the remake.
Yeah, it feels so much like the Chainsaw remake.
Yeah, the desaturated colors palette. A lot. There's that washed out, barren feel to it. Like this guy, fucking New Jersey guy.
Yeah, this guy's got Texas
backwoods. Yeah,
this guy's got Texas probably tattooed on him somewhere.
Yeah, trying to see if it's on his hat. I don't know what hat that is. Whatever the case, yeah. This guy ain't going down in Atlantic City or Asbury Park or nothing.
No.
This guy ain't a fucking hour drive from Manhattan. I'll tell you that much.
Right, or even Philly.
Or yeah.
This guy found the weed. Did he also find all the dead bodies?
Yeah. Yeah, look at that fucking just blatant American Eagle hat he got on there. That's a Texas thing all the goddamn way.
That's a great question, sweetheart.
Exactly my point. Just want to have a good weekend where I have to worry about these guys wrecking my place. Yeah, that's a good, relaxing time. What an idiot. Look at this fucker.
God damn it.
What the fuck is that? At least that guy's got good hair. The other guy, it's all mop head.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy's
bad.
Yeah, it's bad. This guy's got at least something going on. He's got some waviness, some nice, good stuff.
Yeah, he's got good hair.
Yeah. This guy looks like he's trying to be like a McConaughey look or something from Dazed and Confused.
No one drives the boat. Oh, God.
What a dickbag.
Like, yeah, but I kind of like this guy.
Okay.
Like, he's not unlikable like the other guy. He's sleazy.
He's a little douchey, but yeah, he's not a jackass. Yeah, for me, it's kind of interesting seeing these two in retrospect because she's on The Flash, Danielle Panabaker, so they're both CW cast members.
Okay.
The CW family, so.
I'd be hard pressed to say that I've ever watched one show on the CW.
I'm sure.
One episode of one show. Yeah. I don't think I ever have.
Yeah, he's just fucking...
I mean, god damn it, you just hate this
prick. He's a hard-on prick.
And I am not, because I am a penis. I mean, there's no good reason for him to be upset at this guy.
No.
For any...
All I was basically just holding up the line at the checkout. That was it. There's no reason to be that much of a dick.
I mean, she's a good-looking girl.
Oh, yeah. And she actually saw what the flyers were when they were at the store.
Right.
So she knows that he's not getting in the way of things. He's an honest guy.
And it makes sense that she's miffed at her boyfriend, and she's going to just go be nice to this person, because, you know, women can just be nice to men without having ulterior motives. Yeah, is this Texas Chainsaw right now? Because it's 100% the same.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same.
Beaver Bear. I was right. I knew it was the little that clumpy thing. Look at me, the weed expert. I don't know what you do with it after that point.
Beats me.
Hell do I know? Our entire comment section is going to be, here's how to weed. What's he got there? What? You got a skin mag? Hustler. Hustler's a good one. Oh, all right. Well. I like that we had the same reaction to him licking the paper as if it were an actual vagina.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy doesn't. Nobody screams New Jersey like this. I mean, I feel like I am in the Garden fucking State.
Well, he's gardening something up, I'll tell you that much. This is Bruce Springsteen's neighbor or something, you know? He's right down.
Absolutely.
Springsteen, DDP, Bam Bam Bigelow.
You got it.
All Jersey.
Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi has this guy working on his fucking lawn.
Absolutely. No two people are more similar than this guy and John Bon Jovi.
Imagine this guy with some 80s mall hair.
Whew. And living on a prayer.
Living on a prayer.
Where is he? Just in a random barn?
Yeah.
This is his barn.
This is his barn.
But he doesn't know what's in it?
Clearly not. There we go.
All right. And here comes Dark Man coming from
Dark Man. Well, Liam Neeson's about the same size as the guy that played Jason.
Yeah.
He's got them big mitts on him, man.
This guy's a little thicker.
Oh yeah, Mears, man.
Actually, Derek Mears is like 6'6", isn't he?
He's about the same height as I am. Yeah, I'll post the picture. I posted it enough times. Yeah, that guy Mears is built, man. He's.
Yeah, you can. You should definitely post it in.
Yeah.
Preparation for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have to scoop.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah, I didn't have to crouch down like I had to do with Kane.
Right.
Mears and I are about like right on the level. I'm about with my boots on about 6'5", so.
And again, what would make him want to cover his face? Because to him, I don't know. There's never been a backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, no, that's not what he meant. This is the other side of the lake? Like, when you say other side of the lake, to me that means like, you know, maybe another town, another, you know.
Yeah.
What's on his shirt? Got a whole bunch of writing. I only read 1 or 2 words. I can't figure it out. I thought I
wasn't paying close enough attention to commit it to memory.
That's a GPS? I mean, it's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
I would buy this as New Jersey.
Yeah, around the lake, yeah. There we go.
And okay. Yeah, he's definitely trying to be Owen Wilson or something.
Oh, yeah, he's got that going.
Ain't no way that bitch is doing that. With one hand. And the Asian guy did it again. What a heel! Shoot the boot. Oh my god. This, to me, is more horrifying than any murder, maiming, massacring, wounding, verbal abuse.
They're saying just stick you in a frat house and lock the doors.
That right there that's horror. That's horror, my friends. She took the bump on her back too, like a smart girl. You don't want a front bump when you
no.
when you got them.
Oh,
hey girl, that's nice. That's good. And I like that she wouldn't be able to see. That water is very clear.
Oh.
Ow. Concussed. Can you imagine being run over by a boat?
Ow. Yeah.
Ow.
Ow.
I mean, and you can't even say that the archery is out of the question because he went to camp.
Yeah. It's like fucking John Rambo here.
I mean, that's pretty intimidating, isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing wouldn't make that noise coming out of your sheath.
No. He used to have a machete. It never made that sound.
Never once.
No.
I bet.
No.
If your sheath were made of metal, maybe.
Maybe.
Every once in a while, I pull my chef's knife out of the drawer, and I'll purposely try to slide it along the edge of something to make it make that noise. It takes an effort.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great noise.
Yeah.
It gets a good pop every time.
Yeah.
That's a Daniel Pearl shot there. Actually, a very, very good. Lost my train of thought. A brilliant piece of filming, a great shot in the very original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a tracking shot that goes underneath a porch swing and right up to the front door, and it's like a low to the ground. It's brilliant. It's like one of those really memorable camera shots that just stick with you. And this is good, right? She's hiding under the thing, and she can kind of see up. Maybe he can't see down. Maybe he can. It didn't look like he was wearing a shirt when he was in the woods.
No, it's slightly flesh-colored in a certain way.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
Oh.
So good. So good. What's not to like about this so far? Other than it's another remake.
Yeah.
In a long list of bad remakes.
Yeah.
All of which weren't bad, quite frankly.
Not all. No. I mean, especially considering the last couple of films we had in this franchise were fucking garbage.
I mean, this one, it's very modern feeling.
Yeah.
However, it feels way more like, a
proper horror film.
A horror movie than anything, even since 8. So, since 1989.
Since, 20 years at least.
Right. It had been 20 years.
Yeah.
Since this franchise produced, 15 minutes that felt like anything in this movie.
Yeah.
I dig it. If we're ranking we'll
have to do a ranking.
We're going to have to. So there's 12 then if we put... Do we count Jason and versus Freddy in there?
Anything that has a Voorhees in it.
Okay. So there's 12 films.
Yeah.
The original 10 plus Freddy versus and then this one.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 12...
Mm-hmm.
Man, X has to be the bottom.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. I'm going to think about this one.
Yeah. Let's stew on it.
I'm going to stew. I'm going to stew.
Let's not...
Like Scream, I'm going to stew.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Stew. That's creepy. I mean... This is the other side of the lake. These are old abandoned cabins.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great feel.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I didn't hate this when it came out.
I mean, at the time when it came out, I felt a little meh about it. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. It didn't rock my world or anything. But yeah, I mean, just having watched it again very recently, this is a much better quality film than a lot of stuff we've covered on these commentaries. And also for the fact that, as I was saying in a very recent review, we really don't get theatrical release slasher films anymore.
No.
And considering this is only about 10 years, just shy of 10 years old, I would take more of something like this in a heartbeat.
Yeah. You got to see You're Next.
Okay.
That one
yeah.
is, to me, that was the return of...
Okay.
He was good old-fashioned people killing people. I mean, it's, convoluted and silly at parts, but whatever.
Well, because you haven't seen it, but I have the same director, Anna Wingard, also did The Guest, which is silly as hell, but it's fantastic.
Okay, there we go. We'll have to trade.
Yeah, I kind of like how since this is new continuity, technically. I like how Jason is in this film. He's more aggressive. He's more kind of cognizant of what he does. He's not...
Well, he has purpose.
Right.
He's not a robot.
He has a drive towards things. You can see in how Mears portrays him. Because I guess their idea was kind of like more like... Jason's more like a survivalist, territorial hunter type of guy.
Right.
Which was still in line with the original concept. But I like the fact there's more of a mentality involved with the characters. Not just... He'll just wander into Crystal Lake and he just emulates what his mother did. He has a definite... motivation in what he's doing. He's aggressive in everything he does.
I mean, he set up an alarm.
Yeah.
He lives in a house. Or whatever this is.
It's like underground tunnels.
Was that Whitney?
That's the sister, yeah.
Why is she alive?
Because, remember, looked at the locket, you look like her. So
okay.
The idea is that you look like a young version of his mother.
All right.
Okay. It's thin, but okay.
It's not anorexic. like our boy would say.
Good screamer.
Hey, you know what? That's number one, right?
That's number one.
Who built the tunnels?
It's my question when I was watching this before. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, I can understand the tunnels. Wanting to have the tunnels. I don't know. Is this a mine? Is this my Bloody Valentine?
I mean, I don't know.
New Jersey have the Underground Railroad or something? I don't think so. It's a little far off the line there. Because I guess kind of the inspiration for the tunnels, at least someone's conjecture, was that you had all these later films in the franchise where Jason just kind of randomly appears in places like, okay.
Oh, is this how did he get from A to B?
A little bit, yeah.
No. I don't think you'd need the tunnel. I feel like you could just have it be a cabin.
He knows the terrain.
He's smart enough to sharpen his knife. I mean,
he's been here for 20 years. He knows the terrain. It wouldn't be wholly necessary to have underground tunnels for the
How would he have learned that skill?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
Asking for a friend. Like, where does one go to acquire a sharpening stone? You don't go down to the local Walmart. Farm and Fleet.
I mean, compare this to the last performance we saw of Jason, man. There's fucking night and day difference.
It's 110 degrees. Nope, 110%.
110%, 180 degrees around.
I tried. Sorry, folks, it's late.
I mean, Mears is actually animated in the character. There's actually life in the performance.
Well...
And he's fucking good, man. This guy makes such a great... He's made a career of being behind masks and makeup and everything.
Well, in this iteration, Jason is a person.
Yeah.
He's not just a
zombie
robot,
right?
Whatever.
Yeah, he's more back.
He's not a black heart that you chew on.
He's back to more like Brooker, Ted White type of Jason. But I think it's even more. There's more to it.
Now she knows.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, wasn't he the one that was driving the boat?
No. That's the same. The brother and
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
His hair got all matted down. I got confused.
Well, one's a blonde, one's a brunette.
It was an overhead shot.
Yeah, okay.
It's dark. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, people. You're right. It's all my bad.
Picking the lock. I had no idea how to fucking pick a goddamn lock.
Me either.
It saved my life.
I'm sure she doesn't either, other than she saw in a movie once that you can stick a pin in there and wiggle it around and maybe it would work. I mean,
Axel Foley, he knows how to do that shit, man. He
wasn't always a...
He fractured the law here and there.
The idea being, you need all the cylinders inside to line up.
Yeah. And click-clack around.
If it was that easy, everyone would pick every lock.
Yes.
Now you just gotta dig your way out of the tunnel here. Don't kick the rats.
Watch out for the rats. Oh, watch out for the
room of dead people?
Yes.
Can you imagine the smell in that room?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is where we need smell-o-vision.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, would that not add a sense of horror to this scenario?
Oh, rotting flesh.
Yeah. Like a scratch and sniff kind of thing. They've done that before with movies. When you see the little icon, you smell the card in front of you.
Jeez.
No? I think they did that once.
That's probably a William Castle deal.
No, I thought it was like a kid's movie.
No? Oh, yeah. I'm sure William Castle would have thought about it eventually.
Maybe I'm making it up. I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought there was a thing. You saw the little icon in the corner of the movie screen, and then you you scratch and sniff. Or snatch it. You know, whatever. Kind of like Tex was doing with that magazine. I mean, New Jersey. Bon Jovi was doing with that magazine.
Bon Jovi.
What are they drinking there? A little rum? Why would... That is a great line. God, he's such an asshole.
Yeah.
Don't you just hate him?
Yeah. You're saying why would whatever?
Oh, why would this guy, the black guy, encourage this guy
to go jump on it?
To jump, right. Unless it was just for his own entertainment, to watch him get rejected.
I don't doubt it, because they're all kind of douchey fret boys, in a way.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah.
That glass would be very hot.
Exactly.
Okay, so at this point, we're over an hour in, right?
Yeah.
Just over.
Yeah.
We want to see this asshole get murdered so bad. We want to see the Asian get with the hot gal. And they're together, right? No, the other he's with the one that's off with Padalecki. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been with people just like this at parties. Like, I've been with this character before.
Okay.
But I don't drink, so...
Yeah.
I was the asshole character, apparently. It wasn't my house, but... Actually, one time it was my house.
Oh, God.
Now that I'm thinking back about it. There was a lovable loser character that was at my house party. And I don't drink, but they sent this kid out to go get beer. Or maybe somebody else got the beer and they sent this kid out to get it out of the car, whatever. And he's holding a large case full of bottled beer, Coors Light, I believe, and at the front door, either dropped it or or the bottom fell out.
Oh, jeez!
And I think only about 20% of the bottles made it.
Oh, God!
And I have a photo somewhere of this hilarious broken bottle. Like graveyard, river of beer going down my driveway.
Shit.
And everyone was real pissed at him. But anyway, that character, the little Asian guy, reminds me of that guy that was at my party. Your tits are stupendous.
Stupendous.
So somebody wrote that sentence down, and he read it out loud.
Yeah, remember these adjectives for your intros later on.
I like stupendous.
Stupendous Steve Frazier.
That's good. That's good. We're going to try to remember that. We probably won't. I also like tremendous. Oh, drinking Moët. That's expensive. Is that a purple bong? I need a purple bong. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. Is he really gonna?
Yep. He's not gonna go in a bathroom or anything. He just wants to do it out in the open here.
Goddamn winter catalog.
There's something called imagination.
Imagination is way better than the winter catalog, by the way.
Goddamn straight. It's worried about the fucking moose head, the deer head.
This is 2009. Don't you have a phone?
Yeah, he has a phone. There's no reception.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, her boyfriend is upstairs getting naked with a girl with stupendous tits.
It's fucking fish.
It's a great bass right there. That's a largemouth. Too largemouth. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stupendous.
It's like a Rob Lowe film. Oh.
That's a thing?
I'm saying a Rob Lowe sex tape.
Oh. See, that looks very... I don't know. She looks like she's hurting him. That looks a little better. Do not disturb.
Shut the fuck. I don't know how much. I don't know what the idea of the camera is.
Well,
she's not really holding it anyway.
No, she's not. And I want to say
that footage worth a damn.
It's broadcasting on that television that's in the same room.
Oh yeah. Not like I was looking at it.
Well, you got to preserve it for later.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think
she keeps moving the camera around. It's like you're not capturing anything.
They could show it to
There's
the guy.
There's a thing called a tripod.
Yeah, the black guy probably. That's his nickname.
God damn.
And if he were to watch that footage instead of having to look at the winter catalog,
well,
all problems are solved. Oh yeah, the drunk, naive,
dimwit.
Got to be a virgin, dimwit. Yep, the lovable loser. Oh boy. That's the same shoe that somebody was drinking beer out of earlier.
Yes.
That he's now got on his feet again. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, gross. I wonder if the thought process here, well, I don't know. Is it he's got a hockey stick just because of the Jason gimmick here?
Yeah, well, I don't know who he thinks it is. It's someone.
It completes your outfit. That's great. That's a good line. I
know who he turns around and says, oh, just you, bro. Like, ain't your friend's a 7-foot tall maniac built like this? I don't think so.
I mean, he's drunk. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So I think this is a believable scene. I really do. Like, he's drunk. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is this yours? And then throws him down, and he's like, "Oh wait, this is a real thing."
But look at this, man. This is.
I mean, that's solid.
Yeah. Again, it's just like the, I don't know, veracity of what Mears puts into this, man. You just get the sense Jason's fucking angry, man. He just wants to rip some motherfuckers apart.
Yeah, and you don't even have to really know why.
Right.
But he has such drive.
Yeah. And it's also, Mears' build, but also I really like whatever they're doing with the makeup for the head prosthetic. It feels
natural.
It feels natural. It feels like it adds something. I don't know if they added something a little bit more towards the shoulders as well. It just like there's just something in the build and all that stuff. It just has, I don't know. It just has some sort of energy for me, a rawness to how the character feels.
And for real, Derek Mears is a sweetheart of a guy.
Oh, yeah.
If he's at a convention near you, take time to go say hi.
He's going to be at our Days of the Dead this November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's coming back.
I mean, this looks like it hurts.
Yeah, this.
Him, not her.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Right outside the window. So good. And he can't see it.
Yeah, Mears had a nice 1-2 punch. He did this in 2009. Then the next year he was in Predators as the classic version of the Predator.
Okay.
So he just like nailed.
Has he ever shown his face on TV?
Oh yeah. Oddly enough, he was in a season 1 episode of The Flash.
Oh, okay.
I think that was him. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he's appeared without makeup in a few times. When I met him, I told him how funny I felt his social media posts where it's like his original training was in comedy. Then becomes a stuntman and all this type of stuff, so it's really fun.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that he has his back. They're like BFFs.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about this just feels natural.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's contrived.
No.
There's nothing that feels forced, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some, like that exposition with the cop.
Exposition, but nothing in terms of plot elements.
Like everything's like progresses, it flows.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a good pace.
Yeah.
I mean, it started off hot. It was a long intro, but it was still.
It got to its point. Yeah, it got to its point. Yeah. It was satisfying when it got there.
Well, right. It was slow enough to make you think it was the movie.
Yeah.
And then they cut you off.
Yeah.
And we've only got, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes left here, so.
About a half hour, actually.
Oh, is that? Okay.
So, hour 45.
I was thinking this was a quick one. Never mind. But still, like, it can only get,
Yeah, it's going to build up faster.
And we're all waiting for that prick to go down. Have you ever been in a movie where when a character died, the theater, like, cheered?
I'm not sure.
I have. And I don't know if it was this one. I'm pretty sure. Did you see House of Wax?
No.
Oh, it's actually not bad.
You mean the new
the new one, yeah. And what's her name?
Hilton.
Hilton, yeah. When she gets it, the crowd cheered.
Well,
it was great. And I've been. It's happened a few times to me, and I want to say that this might have been one of them. This movie here. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. It was only 10 years ago. I can't remember what I had for lunch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that stuff they got going on with the neck, it makes it nice and thick.
Yeah, he's got delts.
Yeah, he's like built like a fucking brick shit house, as they'd say. Ooh, baby. Hey.
That was not a brick shit house.
No. Oh, this is good. I like this one, man.
Look at that.
You know, I always like the axe skills. That's some shit right there, man. Oh.
I mean, how trendy, too, because axe throwing has really made a comeback. Right? People go axe throwing.
Axe throwing, some caper toss or something. Oh. Yeah,
can we talk about how much that would hurt?
Oh, God. Unbelievable.
Your tits are stupendous. It's like such a good. That's the line in the movie, I think. Does she have an accent?
I don't know.
She sounded Australian in that sentence.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, he shut up now.
Shut up now.
That's an interesting take.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how he got up there so quickly.
He goddamn Spider-Man.
A fucking 260-pound dude up there. You didn't hear him walking around the roof. But man, he's fucking imposing, man. I love it.
And I mean, he is.
Whenever they do it, if they get her under the one, they fucking gotta bring him back, man. I swear to Christ.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because for very shortly after this, there was talk about.
Oh yeah. There were a whole bunch of things. I mean, there's one thing like found footage version, which no, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. They had this idea, that idea. Now, some other people have other ideas, but obviously they can't do anything until they figure out who gets the fucking right. So. And
it's been 10 years.
That's ridiculous. Well, that was always my thing. It's like, okay, in the 80s they cranked this shit out like once every fucking 12 to 16 months, and now it's been like 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You couldn't fucking get a movie written. What's wrong with you people?
Well, there's probably been a dozen written.
Well, yeah,
but they can't.
I'm just.
It's a court case. That's the American justice system.
All right. Well, I'm just saying before all the
legal
Victor Miller stuff happened, it's like, okay, you can't because
unless it's settled now. Is it settled now?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
There are appeals going on, but it was just the fact. I mean, like there was some kind of deal and trade between Warner Brothers and Paramount, where I think Paramount got the rights back for the franchise for a couple of years, and then they couldn't get anything done, so it reverted back to Warner's a new line. So no one could just move the movie forward.
Wouldn't everybody just make money if they did it together?
Yeah. That's what they did here. The movie made over $90 million.
They didn't get any from me. I saw it for free.
They got some from me. We got one cop in the town.
That's right.
Like, call up, say there's a killer on loose. I'll just send the sheriff. Everyone else has got the night off.
It's always a sheriff. Like, there's never a chief of police. It's always, the town is so small that it's under the county brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is technically Crystal Lake Police, but whatever the case.
So they wouldn't have a sheriff then. They'd have a police chief.
Yeah.
But maybe he did say officer.
I don't know.
I think he did, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know which way.
When he's on the bike there?
We might find out in a moment here.
Like, you'd think it's something so stupid like that. It takes 30 seconds to research.
And that's
beautiful.
Good.
So good.
Oh.
And at this point, the dickbag still hasn't, like, witnessed a murder.
No.
I mean, here we got another situation where he's killing his own friendly fire.
Oh, sure, he got kind of impaled with the coat rack thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
No, but he...
And I guess now he's a believer? He still hasn't seen him with his own...
Well, he will right now.
This is all that's left, right? These three?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I was missing somebody.
And the sister. She's...
Oh, sure.
Jason took her back into in captivity. Oh, there we go. Jason likes to drop bodies.
He does, right on top of things.
Yeah.
Throw her right out a window. Well, we don't know that he likes to drop them. This is the first time we've ever seen him do it. Oh, so good. Although it was through him on the other side. It wasn't still sticking out of his back. It was sticking out of his front.
But he wasn't in the pool before he got impaled. Went on like one of the wood blocks.
Right, but it went through him, out his chest.
But that pretty much shows that Jason picked him up and threw him in the pool.
Right, but the way that it was sticking out
I'm just saying. So orientation might have changed. Who knows exactly?
I like a good fucking. Been known to do that a time or two.
And one of my favorites is in Usual Suspects. After they have the scene in the parking garage, Stephen Baldwin says, "Bad day, fuck it."
God damn, that's...
I've had a few of them.
Brilliance, that movie.
This bit is strangely suggestive.
Suggestive of what?
Well, just like this guy stops the car, he just motions over. He doesn't like peer out saying, "Hey, what's up? Can I help you or whatnot?" So it's like no one's playing. Like, is Jason driving the truck? Guy just sitting there, still as can be, waiting for the guy to come around. Now he pops up just in time for Jason to show up. So,
yeah.
Got some oxygen going on.
Okay, so...
And now it won't start because it's a horror movie.
Oh,
oh, fucking Christ.
So, now that I'm thinking about it...
Oh.
It wasn't this one. As far as the pop goes after the death. Because it's kind of anticlimactic, don't you think?
Oh, tad bit.
Like, wouldn't it have been better... Here we go, rebooking the territory.
Okay, go for it.
Wouldn't it have been better if he were to be still with these guys and make a smart-ass remark, similar to the ones that he's been making for the last 85 minutes, you know, to remind you how big of a dickbag he is, you know, only to then immediately, like,
get killed.
Get killed.
Yeah.
I think that juxtaposition of smart-ass remark, murder, would have popped the audience better than, you know, a, as you said, suggestive wave over. And who is this truck driver character that we've never seen before that we're now introducing 85 minutes in? He just happens to be a passerby in New Jersey. This New Jersey landscape. That's good. The silhouettes are good. I still think there's some tension here. Like you're kind of not, you're unsure of what's going to happen. I would bet most people assume that there's going to be a reunion between brother and sister here.
Yeah, that's coming up.
She'd really blow out her voice after a while, by the way. I've blown out my voice singing one night at a show. Let alone literally screaming.
Oh, yeah.
The old crawl space here. Like at this part, it's not even a tunnel. Like, is this even the same space? Wasn't he walking upright?
Oh, there's probably different entrances.
Oh, now he's walking upright. Okay. I don't know. This to me is the worst part of the movie. The fact that it's this underground. Like, why couldn't it just... She just been in a room on the ground floor and...
Something.
Like, you wouldn't have had to go through all of this.
Yeah.
Other than to add time and dramatic whatever.
Right.
And I like that there's not a lot of music. You know, it's just letting it breathe.
Yeah.
Also, she doesn't know that their mom is dead. Which I learned in that great exposition scene with the cop. I mean, don't accidentally...
Chop a hand off.
Yeah,
so yeah, he's crouched down.
God, he's so scary. He's scary in this movie.
Fuck yeah, man.
Like, he hasn't been scary in
he's got fucking
20 years.
Fucking presence, man. I mean...
And, you know, everybody, I think their mentality was, you know, you have this kind of zombie, unkillable beast, and nothing can stop him. That's not as scary to me as this guy walking fast after you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this guy who is cognizant and...
This 6'7", 270-pound motherfucker with a fucking machete or an axe or something like that.
He's a freight train coming at you.
Exactly. I mean, you could just tell by the body language, like seething. He's just like breathing fire under that mask or something, you know? There's just something to be said about that kind of rawness of how you just portray it, with how you just not just how perform it, but all the prosthetics augment what you already have with Mears's. Oh, that caught me by surprise when I watched it. I didn't realize she got it. That's a good piece of horror.
That's good. I mean,
it's like I don't want to see that character die. She's been good this whole time.
She almost made it.
But really, slasher film, you can't have 3 survivors. Two is your max.
Basically, unless it's... Oh God, didn't everybody lived in Freddy's Dead, right? Or was it...
well, that's barely a horror film.
You're right. Wasn't there another one where like everybody lived in it? And we were like, what the hell?
Well, like The Fog, but that's a different.
That's different.
That's not a slasher film. We're body count films. If you got like 3 or 4 people who are alive at the end of a body count slasher film, something's off here.
You know who survived, and we've never heard from again, is old Reggie the Reckless.
Yes, indeed. Well, technically, part 5, Reggie survived. Tommy survived. The blonde lady, she survived. So, that Roy Burns, man, he
wasn't
he was an amateur.
Yeah, he wasn't very good at this.
This dude, man, he's got some mileage behind him. Know how to do this shit. And again, man,
and apparently he's on the gas too, because.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at those
Checking
delts.
some HGH on this motherfucker.
Can you get HGH in New Jersey?
I don't know.
I know you can get it in Texas, but I'm not sure about New Jersey.
But yeah, man, I mean, just look at the quality of the practical effects in this movie. They're fucking great.
It's not all CGI.
When you look at the CGI garbage from Freddy vs. Jason, this feels like a goddamn film compared to that amateur nonsense. This is good shit.
And you're right. They threw that swerve in, of killing the other, almost semi-main character.
Yeah.
Just as a bit of a roller coaster at the end, because we're kind of like, okay, something happened. Just chase, kind of gets old.
Yeah.
And then they threw that in.
Yeah.
It broke it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's not hiding, sweetheart.
No.
That was one of those famous Pearl low to the ground shots. Great lighting here.
Yeah.
With the lightning.
Yeah.
Lightning is such an easy way to create shadow and illuminate something as an unexpected background.
Yes. There we go.
Through the window.
Yeah.
And you got a sickle to his juiced up delts. And now, I mean, I guess this is our climax.
Yeah. Oh.
And interesting, isn't it interesting that I think he's our main character.
Yeah, Padalecki, yeah, mainly.
It's not often you have a male main character in any of these.
Well, I also feel like, as kind of tapped on earlier, that it does have elements of like the first 4 movies. Like, his character is a lot like the character in part 4 who was out in the woods hunting Jason.
Yep.
Because his sister got killed in part 2, so that's a little bit of a tag back to that. There's a couple of things in this climax that are hits on...
But you know what? This one feels more natural.
Right.
Because it's 6 weeks later.
Yeah.
It's an active case. It's not years old.
Well, part 2 through part 4 take place in like a long weekend.
Oh, that's right.
But also we kind of criticize, like, okay, well, that character would have died maybe like 2 or 3 days ago, and the funeral's already happened, and you've already got newspaper stories, and you're out here hunting the guy. It was way too fast in terms of the timeline of events. And this is a little bit on
3.
Part 3. The chain around the neck is a little bit part 7. But I like that.
But all of it.
Go ahead.
It's everything is its own take, and it all works in the context of this story.
It's organic.
Yeah.
To the story. It's not stopping the film to wink and nod at the audience. It's all part of the charging forward quality of the narrative, and it all makes sense. Not shoehorning little things in there. I like that it does that. It's not changing the tone to get something else in there, or abruptly stopping the film for something.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a wink and a nod for the sake of one.
Yeah. It's not like that new Halloween film where we kept pointing out, oh, you're taking from this, and that, and everything. This one has a good... This has a good story. It has a charging narrative. It has momentum. It has good qualities on its own. And then it just has these other ideas like, okay, we can use that. But we've had so much other good stuff building to that point that it's not a point of contention. To have a little point where it just feels like, okay, that's a tad bit for 3, that's a tad bit from 4, or something like that.
And here he is, dead. I'm kind of glad they didn't do a remake. Or a sequel.
Well.
Oh. Dad's gonna be so pissed.
I did. My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
Fucking Stu. That's really one of the best lines of the whole movie.
Yes, this is nice. I kind of like this.
This coda at the end?
Yeah, just kind of soaking you into it a little bit more.
I'm soaked.
Yeah.
That's a great shot with the headboard.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this thing. You can see the other side of the lake. This is almost a pond. And I like that they never really showed you
a full reveal of the face?
Yeah. I think that would have floated, by the way. Maybe not because of the holes.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I feel like it's buoyant. This is nice.
Yeah.
Everything looks pretty. Looks just like that Chainsaw movie. Almost exactly. I mean, okay.
It works for me.
Yeah, me too. It's a nice little stinger at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it harkens back to the ending of the original film enough where you can, knowing what the ending of the original film was as a dream sequence, you could read this in two different ways.
Yeah.
So.
All right, then.
It's solid.
I think it's great, by the way.
I mean, it's some of the douchey... There's a couple of douchey characters that kind of... The film starts working a little bit better as it starts picking them off and whatnot, and you get a little bit leaner towards the characters you really care about.
But even the ancillary characters, the black and the Asian, who are similar to our Teddy and whatever from 4.
A tad.
You know what I mean? They're like the lovable outsiders who are friends, but they don't really have a love interest.
Okay.
They're kind of stick together situation.
Okay.
They care about each other. I don't know. And then the one dies, and the other one says, "I got to go find my friend."
That's good.
I don't know. I think that was a well done Barfly, Bobby Barfly. I like it. I love a good nickname. I don't know. I think everything about this is like you said, organic.
Yes.
This happens.
There's no stupid concepts. You're not convoluting anything.
Because of this, the next thing happens. Because of that, the next thing happens.
Yeah.
It's not just a list of beats that you have to try to find a way to connect.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how you make a remake. It's the rules are you either have to be better than or different than.
Yeah.
And if we're comparing to the 1980, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's better than.
I would say they're good for their own eras. The 1980 version works for its era because it's nice. It's a slower film. That's a era that's accustomed more to that style of film. To progress things along, and this is good for when it's made now. 2009.
It felt 2009.
It felt 2009. It works for that audience. The 1980 version works for that style of audience as well.
Yeah,
so they adapt to their own styles at the time. I
mean, if I'm going to watch one over and over again, it's going to be the original one. But I really don't find a lot of faults with this one. Of the 12, like we said, I think it's, it ranks higher than anything after 8.
Yeah, by leaps and bounds.
8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, F versus J. That might be your... That's your bottom 4, for me anyway.
Yeah.
Sorting out the top 4, that's where it gets challenging. I'm going to have to stew on this for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's so easy to pick out the bottom.
Well, for me, at least 2 and 6 are in the top 5 for me.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I know you like the kind of campiness of 3.
I do like the campiness of 3.
I personally would probably rate this just a bit higher than that because I think it's better directed than 3 is. 3 just gets a little lackadaisical in how it's doing things. Plus, it's got the 3D gimmicky stuff, which you can take or leave depending on your disposition. I think this one just has a little bit more of a solid feel to it.
Maybe we should
I just like the story in a certain way.
Maybe we should ask the audience to come up with their top 4.
Yeah.
The Mount Rushmore of Jason films.
Well, Friday the 13th include the original Pam Voorhees.
Yeah. Including the first one. Yeah. In this franchise, the Friday franchise. Sister Christian, written by Kelly Keagy, performed by Night Ranger. Kelly Keagy is a wonderful man. One of the last times that I saw them, I had him autograph something. He says, "How do you keep... You always show up with these vinyls," and he remembers that I always come with a vinyl, and they sign them. I know so many people. It's not the amount of time and money that I spend traveling the country to follow these folks. The Texas Film Commission, Bastrop, Texas. Look at that. Anyway, I would find it very interesting if everyone could just, maybe in the comments section or on Twitter or whatever, just list their top 4 of the 12 that we've covered. I mean, that's a top 33%. You don't have to rank necessarily, but just give me your 4.
Yeah.
Because I think I got mine, but I'll save it. I'll post mine in the comments section.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
And if we get another one, I don't know, maybe we could do like we did with Halloween, where we try to do a new...
Jump on it as soon as he hits the video.
But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I mean, if they resolve it next week, it's still going to be like...
2 years.
2 years, so... as it is, so... But,
all right, this is great. Having a great time.
Yeah. So, have a complete playlist for you guys to enjoy. So, thanks so much. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.